Right, quite a show. And this, we could have ended on that, which is a very powerful ending. But there's things going on currently that need to be said, and they're of urgent need. And the final portion of tonight's show involves an audio of someone very familiar to THI members, an impassioned speech in many ways, but also contradictory in some parts that is still not being addressed. I can hear and feel the pain in your voice. I know you too well.
IMF, the World Bank, or the Federal Reserve, or General, whatever their names are either going to come to the party right now, or we are prepared to go it alone.
We are prepared to go it alone. That was said in a piece 2 to 3 years back to these people. And they, like Kim, have a listening problem. The reality is, we have always gone alone. Always.
We will fix global banking. We're in a position to do that. I've been working days and days and days on how to do it without anyone because I don't know if they're going to come to the party. And I don't know if they're going to start yes on Monday, no on Tuesday. And if one more...
We fixed the banks over 2 years ago, Kim. Why does it need refixing now?
Our general calls us up and says, what about Trump? You know what? That guy never honored any of his words to me and to all the people listening to this call. It was all about him all the time in his position and how he wants to be the savior of the world. And until he becomes a real patriot and is ready to take a step down and take a proper position in the world and just use all his resources to help rebuild this planet and rebuild this country, we have nothing to talk about.
The same generals and Trump, I requested you many times from as far back as December 2018 to cut them off. I kept telling her, Trump is playing you like a fiddle. I wish I was wrong. Sadly for me and Kim, I wasn't. It was all about him, she said. But you do realise, Kim, that is what the people are saying of you also. Words are not enough to prove otherwise. Actions are, and corrective actions on your part have been in short supply.
Because any patriot, not only of the United States, but of Canada or anywhere in the world, right?
Yeah.
You know, we've all stepped up because we care about each other. We care about our kids. We're scared to death of what's going to happen to our grandkids if we don't. And we're right. We want to live to see our grandkids, right? Or if you already have grandkids, your great-grandkids. We want a better world for all of them. And we are setting the standard. So be good to each other, be kind to each other. You don't have to get along, but be civil, right? We all have differing opinions of different things, but the world is dependent on you. I know Mary might not like George, and George might not like Fred, and Fred might not like, Helen, but please, for the sake of the entire planet and the entire human race, we are, including myself, are depending on you right now. So please try to put your differences aside. Take things to a proper vote. Put forth your proposal in an appropriate manner. And then everybody votes on it. And if it's approved, it's approved. If it's declined, it's declined. If you appeal it, you appeal it. But let's handle ourselves like respectable people that are intending on restoring this planet, which is what we all want. Don't get...
Including myself, she said, we are depending on you right now. Indeed, Kim, and there lies the damn problem. You divided the people you are supposed to lead. You dismissed thousands of people around the world as irrelevant, all because they are connected to one man. That same one man and people who did everything to support you. The book stops with you. You are the appointed leader. Now act like one. Whining over Trump and generals was your remit. You chose to engage them and it failed. Crying about people needing to come together is your remit, as it was you who divided the one group humanity had assembled in the right way to take us forward. Let's handle ourselves like respectable people, she said. Again, Kim, I'm sorry, but that is all on you. Have you exhibited that trait? Clearly not. The reason for discord in your own group is because you never addressed a single thing or question. Again, divisive. Life force, like circle of white light, is falling apart. Why? Because it was not started out with the right intention. Liam will tell you that, as it is his quote. THI has grown considerably in that time, despite your attempts with Tank to disrupt it. Why is that? Because we have the right intention and the right people is why. Kim went on to mention about issues in her private life. But the whole issues, including what is happening to her in her private life now, which was drastically reduced between August 2018 and May 20, in her words, not mine, are all down to you, Kim. You created this mess, but do you have the moral fibre to correct it, so all the people have the chance to go forward together? There are circumstances for your errors. There is no manual for these jobs. Jobs plural, not single. Single, as you have found out, did not work. It has not worked. One on one with the one. Do you remember that, Kim? But continuing to ask people to do things you yourself have not exhibited, you yourself has caused, is not only disingenuous, but has failed you and all the people that you're supposed to represent. At which point will you see that? How far does the pain, suffering and division have to go on, Kim, before you realise you are central to it? Your championing of Trump led to lockdowns and vaccines. Again, you don't wish to hear that, but those are the cold, hard facts. Projecting, pointing away and going blah blah blah, I can't hear you for 13 months has not served you well, has it? One look in the mirror tells you that, if you're being honest with yourself. The easy thing in life is to say, I made a mistake. It's not a big deal. No one lost, no one won from making a mistake. It is a learning lesson, nothing more and nothing less. The hardest thing in life is covering up a mistake. It leads to lies and more lies to cover up that one error of judgment. I will say it again. A mistake which makes you humble is much better than an achievement which makes you arrogant. This has been the Truth, Honour and Integrity Show. My name's Thomas Williams, and bye for now. But this final song is for our members from me. But it's also a poignant reminder to the trustee. Who lifted who?